Hello and welcome to the channel. I hope you're keeping well. Today we're going to be having a quick look at the F1 2021 season preview with the teams and their respective drivers and what they would like to achieve this year. Mercedes is number one, 7-time world champion since 2014. They're looking to continue with their ultimate domination from the last few years, playing hard to get with Lewis and with George waiting on the sidelines for the call-up. The ultimate goal for Merc is, though, another Constructors' title. Bottas, their second driver, he needs to up his game, they're simple as that. He hasn't really brought the challenge to Lewis recently, but with another rally under his belt, a 6th place finish in that, his driving capabilities and car control aren't under doubt. He will be looking for the proper form that he knows he's capable of to bring the battle to Lewis. Lewis is looking to sign an extended contract and maybe be overvaluing himself with the current climate situation. He will ultimately want to surpass Schumacher and be an 8-time world champion. He has the talent there, there's no denying that, but he'll need to wake up and smell the coffee. Merc have a young gun ready and waiting in the wings, and there is external factors that need to be taken into account. As the song suggests, shut up and drive. Red Bull's next. With the new signing from outside the Red Bull camp with Sergio Perez, they're looking for stability, consistency, and are expecting to challenge for both titles and finally overturn the Goliaths that have been Merc ever since the hybrid era began. Max is their team leader. He wants and needs to win a championship soon. He's got a new teammate that shouldn't really challenge him for the title and will be helping the team towards the Constructors. Max will want to definitely bring the challenge to Lewis this year. Checo, Sergio Perez, after his maiden win, he has signed with Red Bull on a 1-year contract. He knows the score, helped Max win the championship and all. But this is his second chance with a top team, and if push comes to shove, I reckon he will battle Max for the championship, especially considering the 1-year contract situation. McLaren, in third, definitely looking to keep their third place from last year. They're moving from Renault to Mercedes engines. They've got a new driver lineup with Danny Rick and now the established Lando Norris, the de facto team leader. They'll be looking to keep their momentum going, to get more podiums and hopefully get that win this year. Lando Norris, he has been improving over the last 2 years with a podium at the start of last season and thereabouts against Carlos last year. He could have had some better results at times if it wasn't for strategy, and the race pace at times could have been a bit better. But ultimately, he'll be looking to beat Danny Rick this year. Teammate, friendship, the rivalry, it'll be something to look forward to. Danny Rick, he wants to establish himself in the team, moving from Renault to McLaren this year and partnering up with Lando Norris. Wants to be on pace and beating Lando if possible. He should be good friends with Lando, but again, the rivalry should bring the team to new heights. We'll look forward to getting some podiums this year and hopefully battling for a win. Aston Martin in fourth. Aston Martin were Racing Point last year. They're the same team but with a different name. They'll be looking to establish the Aston Martin brand with the team this year and moving forward. We know from last year's Racing Point the car should be quick, and with their new signing Sebastian Vettel, 4-time world champion, partnered with their current driver Lance Stroll, there should be no doubt that the car and team should be able to reach their potential this year. Lance Stroll, he had a very up and down season, 2 podiums, and was battling before that puncture in Mugello and a pole position in Turkey, and he could have won the race, let's not forget, if it wasn't for some debris he got in his car causing the loss of downforce after the first pit stop. He'll be looking for a more consistent year this year though. Sebastian Vettel now with Aston Martin. After a disappointing year with Ferrari, he's looking for redemption. He wants a more consistent car, build up his confidence again, and if the car is capable of looking for podiums and maybe a win or two, Vettel would sure to be snatching it with both hands. Alpine in fifth, new team name, new team principle. Alpine will, after a frustrating few years in the midfield as Renault, be ultimately want to be moving up the pack after being fifth again 2 years in a row. Ocon, now in his second year with the team, will want to up his game more than ever. He'll want to make sure he's on par and hopefully beating Alonso this year. Alonso, after a few years away, he's back with an impact. There's only one motivation for Alonso, and that is to win. 2021, he's reunited with the team he won his last 2 championships with. With a 2-year deal with an option for a third, he will want to see progress through the year, and with the aim of a 2022 championship run. Ferrari in 6th, they'll be looking to improve on a dismal 2020, but realistically until 2022 comes along, they may be stuck in the mid-pack, thanks to the token system. They'll still be looking for a minimum 3rd place in the Constructors' Championship though. Simple as, 2022 needs to be a championship run as well. They can't afford another few years of disaster. Leclerc, they're team number one. He'll want to see improvements with the drivability and most importantly the straight line speed. From engine and aero, 2020 car was a brick house. So ultimately, to keep their star driver happy, Ferrari do need to get their act together. Carlos Sainz, he's every driver's dream come true. He's signed with Ferrari. He will be looking for a consistent year and to be on pace with Leclerc so he can establish himself with the Scuderia. He will hopefully help challenge for the Constructors' Championship also and to develop the car further. AlphaTauri in 7th, they had a good year last year. They won in Monza, Italy, the first win since 2008 with Seb, at the same track. Increasing the technical partnership with Red Bull and using the wind tunnel, they will want a strong 2021 with the aim of a real jump in 2022. Gasly won in Monza. He has really bounced back and he's now a fully formed driver. With the right equipment he can still be a title challenger in years to come. Newfound confidence and looking forward to a strong 2021 and future for himself. Yuki Tsunoda, F2 race winner. He's in his rookie season. It is a steep learning curve for all these rookies this year, especially with a 3-day pre-season testing, 1.5 days realistically per driver. He'll want a consistent year. He'll want to be able to match Gasly by mid-season and ultimately impress a future team as Honda is pulling out this year and what can happen to his seat. Alfa Romeo down in 8th. They'll want a stronger season. They didn't have the best package last year by any means, but definitely looked menacing when they got their act together. Looking for a strong year and hopefully more points than last. When the conditions are right and the drivers are go, there is a surprise for these guys up their sleeve. Kimi, the oldest driver on the grid, there isn't anything that surprises the Iceman too much anymore. When the car is handling correctly and he's in a good place himself, there isn't much stopping him from a great drive. Unless the front tyre decides to part ways again maybe. Giovinazzi, a lot of people were surprised to see him get the call for another year. He has had a strong end to last season and he would want a bit more consistency this year with a better pace to keep his seat moving forward. Haas in 9th. They have 2 rookie drivers this year with Nikita Mazepin and Mick Schumacher. Haas will want to get more speed out of their car this year and close the gap to the midfield and battle for points on a regular basis. Nikita Mazepin, we all know his dad is a billionaire and how he has acted off track, but let his driving do the talking for him. He ultimately needs to beat his teammate this year to secure himself in the F1 paddock. He needs to rubbish what's happening off track and get everyone focusing on his talent on track. Mick Schumacher, great to see the Schumacher name back in F1. He's the F2 champion, but like his teammate, he needs to let his driving do his talking. He's got the name behind him, but for sure he needs to secure himself in the team and the F1 paddock this year with some strong results, and he does also need to beat his teammate. So this will be one to watch out for. And Williams down in 10th. This is Williams' first full year with new ownership. They have a closer partnership with Mercedes also, and they'll be looking to bring themselves back into the midfield battle with the aim to be constantly scoring points as regularly as possible. Nicholas Latifi. After an up and down rookie season, he'll be looking to up his game, especially against his teammate. He needs a strong year to really establish himself within the F1 paddock also. He will definitely be aiming for regular points and to be more consistent with his quality and race pace. George Russell, this will be his 3rd year with a Williams contract. George just needs to continue with his current form and momentum. He is definitely looking for points this year, and with some strong battles with other drivers, he should impress enough for the Mercedes drive next year. So, thanks very much for watching. That's the end of the 2021 season preview. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have, like and subscribe to the channel. Send us a few comments, some ideas. The more the merrier. Anyway, take it easy and have a great week. All the best.